and I'm like, ah, whatever. Okay, am I recording? Okay, I'm recording now. Okay, let's mute everyone. All right, this is it. Let's have fun, okay? Last class. Cancel. There we go. All right, let's start standing at the back of your mat. Take your feet, bring them hip distance and parallel. Root down into your feet and just reach your arms up, big stretch up to the sky. And then exhale, hands down. And then again, inhale, feel the feet pressing firmly into the mat. Grow long through your spine. And exhale, hands down. 3 more. Now, I meant to say this in the email. If you keep your screen today on gallery view and not speaker view, it might be helpful because I can't do a lot of the movements anymore. So if you're able to see the other students in class while you practice, that might help you if you get a little bit confused or lost. Lift those arms up. Let's take our left wrist into our right hand. Pull that left rib up and away from your pelvis, your right rib up and away from your pelvis as you press into that right foot. Take a breath in and exhale up and over to the left-hand side. Now be cautious that you don't press your hips out to the left. So stack the hips over the ankles. Feel the ribs lifting up and over. Take a breath in, really opening up that right-hand side of your rib cage. And then on the exhale, let's lift the body tall. Switch that grip, grab onto your left wrist with your right hand. Inhale, stand tall, press into the left foot, lengthen the left side of your waist. Exhale up and over to the side. Take one more breath in here, really peeling those ribs apart on the left-hand side of your body. And then exhale, let's lift all the way up. Keep your hands above the head, tuck the chin, and begin to round your body down. Feeling like you're about to dive into a pool of water, bending the knees if you need to, and letting the body come all the way forward. Let your head go. Let your ears come in between your biceps. Give your body a little sway to the right. Give your body a little sway to the left. And then back over to the right. And back over to the left. And then pause here. If you need to bend your knees to get your hands to touch the floor, do that for me. And then take an inhale as you sweep your right arm up towards the ceiling, twisting the ribs. Keep your eye gaze to your hand. Notice that left sit bone wants to draw forward. Pull the left sitting bone back, and then wrap those left ribs a little more midline. Take a breath in. Exhale, right hand to the floor. Pause for an inhale, lifting the left arm on the exhale. Hold it here. Again, notice that right sit bone wants to pull forward. Pull your right sitting bone back, and then draw those ribs a little more midline. See if you can find more rotation. Pause for a breath in. And then exhale, take your hands to the floor. Taking a breath in here, keeping the ears between your biceps. Exhale, roll up, hips stacked over those feet, and then continue to lift the arms all the way up overhead. Inhale, exhale, twist your body to the left. So spiral your spine slightly. Feel that sort of like wringing out of a washcloth sensation in through your spine. And then staying on that left side, just rounding the body down. So run a little bit of a rotation here as we round down. Keeping your ears between the biceps. Breathe in here. And then exhale, coming up on that same side. Arms lift up. Twisting to the right, breathe in. And then exhale, tuck the chin, roll yourself down. Take a breath in at the bottom. And then exhale, slowly, bone by bone, rolling yourself back up. Reaching yourself back through center. One final breath here. Tucking the chin, rolling down, keeping the hips stacked over those ankles. Trying not to press your hips behind you. And then bringing your hands to the floor. I want you to bend your knees, dropping the sitting bones down towards the heels. Lift your chest. And then exhale, press the feet into the floor. Squeeze the quadriceps. Bring the head in between the biceps. Inhale, bend the knees, flatten the back. And then exhale, lift those hips up. One more time, we bend. And then we straighten those legs. And then walk your hands forward slightly and find what we call an up stretch. In Pilates, you might know this is a downward facing dog in yoga. Take your right heel, bend the left knee as your right heel presses down to the floor. Press your hands down and forward, lift your hips up and back. And then switch, bend your right knee, plant that left heel down. And then bend the left knee, right heel reaches to the floor, and switch. Now pay attention to your pelvis. As you switch from side to side, prevent the hips from swinging or swaying in the opposite direction. So keep those hips square in line with the shoulders. Lengthen through your neck. Let's go for 2 and 1. And then shifting the body forward, taking your knees to the mat into a 4-point kneel. Find a quadruped position. Have your wrist directly underneath your shoulders. Inhaling, lifting your chest up. Allow your belly to fall. Pretend you're 37 weeks pregnant like me. Let that belly expand. And then exhale, press into the ground, rounding the back. Bringing the ears between your biceps. And then inhale, find length here. Don't just go through the motion. Feel the ribs pull from the pelvis pull from the ribs. Squeeze the upper back muscles. And then exhale, tuck that tailbone, finding more roundness in the low back than in that upper back. One more time. Let's lift the sitting bones, open them, lift the chest. And then exhale, and we round. Bringing yourself into a neutral position for hip circles. Imagine a nice big bushy tail dipped in bright paint, and you're going to draw the biggest circle you possibly can on that wall behind you. So big circles. Just letting that pelvis circle. We'll go for 2 and 1. Go the other direction. 5, 4, 3, 2, and good. Now bring yourself back to a neutral position. Bend your right knee, but keep your knee on the floor. Bring your right heel to your sit bone. Pull the right leg to the right. Look over your right shoulder. Laterally bend your spine. Feel a stretch through the left side of your body. And then take that right leg, pull it to the left side. Look over your left shoulder. Look at your foot. Inhale to the right. Exhale to the left. Inhale to the right. This is called tail wag. Exhale to the left. 2 more. One of my favorite Pilates sort of foundational movements. One more time. And then sending that right foot to the floor, bending the left knee. Same action here. Left foot to the left. And then pull it to the right. I want you to cue into the obliques here. So feel the abdominals sort of lengthening one side of your waist and shortening the other. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, look over that left shoulder. Exhale over the right, and 2. And over the right, 1 more time. And then take it to the right. And then take those toes together. Take the knees apart. We call this shell stretch in Pilates. You know it as child's pose in yoga. Sitting bones to heels. Slide the hands forward, but take both hands over to the right-hand side. Press the left hand firmly into the floor. Pull the left sitting bone back towards your left heel. Take a deep breath in, opening up through the left rib. Exhale, sinking the sitting bones deeper to your heels, walking the hands over to the left-hand side, right hand slightly in front of the left. Press the right hand down, pull the right sitting bone back. Breathe into that right rib. And then exhale, let it go. Take yourself onto your left side, lying down. Bring your palms together out in front of you. Hopefully you can see me here. It's a little bit, the angle's a little bit awkward with my camera. And let your head just come to rest on the floor. Knees are bent, feet together. Pull that right arm forward. So reaching it forward like you're trying to reach for something on the floor. And then draw the right hand back to the left. Slide it up your left arm, your left shoulder, your collarbone, and sweep that right arm long. So we're getting a little bit of rotation here to the thoracic spine. Squeeze your knees together. Bend the right elbow, bring it to the chest, to the shoulder, to the elbow, to the palm. Send it forward. Let the ribs roll forward. And then draw the hand down the left hand, left elbow, left shoulder. Squeeze those knees together. 1 more time. Right hand to collarbone, shoulder, elbow, palm. Send it forward. And then exhale. and open up, and then just rolling onto the other side. So don't worry about changing your view so you can see the camera, just flipping right over, taking your left palm to your right hand, sliding that left arm forward, inhaling, and then exhale, draw that left arm down, elbow, shoulder, collarbones, open the arms, squeeze the knees together. Bring that left hand to the shoulder, down through the elbow, the wrist, the palm, slide it forward. Take a breath in here. Exhale, sliding the hand back up the arm, shoulder, and open one more time. This exercise is called pinwheel arms, and it's one of my favorite movements for thoracic mobility. And then slide that arm all the way down, elbow, shoulder, and then bringing yourself onto your backs, lying down. I want you to start with your legs in tabletop position. All right, your hands will be out to the side, and then turn the palms to face down. Press the index finger knuckles of your hands into the floor, and then pull the collarbones wide and press the tops of your shoulders into the mat. So we're finding a little bit of external rotation in our arm bones. Legs in tabletop, mine will be on the floor. Take a breath in, exhale both legs over to that left hand side. Keep your knees glued together. Press your right hand down into the mat. Let the legs go farther than we normally do. Take a breath in, draw the belly button to the spine. Exhale, roll back through center. Take the legs over to the right hand side. Take a breath in here, and then exhale, roll back through center. Let's do that 2 more times on each side. So make it a nice big movement. Maybe we're getting a bit of a stretch here, breathing in, and then exhale back through center. Over to the right hand side, squeeze the legs together. And then back to center, one more time to the right. And back to center, one more time to the left. Back to center. And then grabbing onto the backs of your legs, pressing your legs into your hands and bringing yourself up into a seated position. Feet on the floor, arms stretch out in front of you. Take a breath in to find length in your spine. Let's roll all the way down onto our backs. Exhale. So start from the sitting bones, tuck the sitting bones. Imagine a book on the crown of your head, and you're pushing that book up towards the sky as you come all the way down, which I can no longer do. The arms are going to circle behind, reach behind you. And then I want you to circle them around like you're making a snow angel. Bring them to your hips. Tuck your chin. And then roll yourself up like you're scooping the air with your palms as you come up. And then exhale, let's roll yourself back down, bone by bone. Keep that height. Imagine that book on the crown of your head. Lift it up. Arms circle back. Reach them back. Find a stretch here. And then circle them around like you're making a snow angel to your hips. Tuck the chin. Lift the arms like you're scooping water with your palms. And then rolling back down, bone by bone. Last time here. Arms reach back. Breathe in. Circle the arms. And then exhale, we roll ourselves all the way up. Nice job, Kim. And then come all the way down onto your backs. Straighten your legs out long, flexing the feet. So lying flat down onto your spine. Arms are going to reach back. Make that snow angel again for me. Tuck your chin, scoop the water. Roll yourself up, bone by bone. And then when you come up nice and tall, I want you to turn the palms so they face down, tuck the ears between the biceps, squeeze the belly back towards the spine, and dive over those toes. Let's pulse here, 3. Squeeze those quads, 2, and 1. Stack your spine, shoulders draw down. Take a breath, roll down on the exhale. Can you bring your ears back between your biceps as you round your body down? Beautiful, good work. Arms sweep back. Circle them around to the hips. Tuck the chin, scoop up that water as you roll yourself up, turning the palms to face the ground, diving forward, and we pulse 3 and 2 and 1. Sitting tall last time. Breathe in, find that height, roll down, maintain that length in your spine as you roll your bodies down, reaching the arms behind you, circling them around, scoop the water, come all the way up. Let's stay seated here. Take the feet quite wide, wider than your mat. Sweep the arms out so they're out to the side. And then inhaling, I want you to think about a string on your chest, lifting your chest up. Pause here for an exhale. And then inhale, turn your bodies to the left for saw. You will exhale, your right fingertips will dive towards that left baby toe. Rotate the ribs, look to your left hand, saw that right or that left baby toe off, and pulse here. 3, eyes to your left fingers. 2, and 1. Stack your spine. Go to the other side, breathe in. Exhale, your left fingers reach towards that right baby toe. Turn your right hand thumb to the floor. Look to that right hand pulse. 3, press your left sitting bone into the floor. 2, and 1. We sit up. One more time. Spiral to the left. Right hand comes down, saws off that left baby toe. And let's pulse. 3, lengthen the neck. 2, reach the crown of your head forward. Stack your spine. Sit tall, turn your body to the right. As you spin, maybe you grow taller. Exhale, tuck the chin, left fingertips to right baby toe. Look to your left hand. 2, and 3. Back to center, taking those feet together, flexing the feet, rolling yourself all the way back down onto your backs. Once we come down onto our mats, hands, palms to the floor, collarbones wide, and then lift that right leg up. Bend your knee if you need to. And then take your right thumb into your right hip crease and just press your right hip crease away from you. So you're feeling a little more length in that right side. Keeping your pelvis still and the rib cage anchored, let's make tiny circles with that right leg. We go 5 and 4 and 3. The work here is keeping your pelvis still. And then switch the directions for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly lowering that right leg to the mat. Inhale and exhale, lift the left leg straight up. Take your left thumb into your left hip crease and press that left hip crease away to lengthen the left side of your waist. And then hands to the mat and circle that left leg in the air. Find the femur bone, deepen the pelvis, and turn from that place. 3, and 2, and 1. Go the other direction for 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower the right leg down, left leg down, sorry. Pick the right leg back up for large leg circles. Now, large leg circles, your pelvis will lift. So inhale, take that right leg across to the left, and then exhale, circle it down, pull it all the way out to the right side, and bring it back up to center. Good. Inhale, press the leg across your body and circle it around. And no, we're not in a studio. We have to navigate like cupboards and couches. 3. Now find a bit of momentum here and allow your pelvis to lift and move and your spine to move. Keep your shoulders anchored. Let's pause. Go the other direction. Right leg out to the right. Circle it down and through. Now when you pick the right leg to the right, keep the left pelvis anchored. And then let it move as the right leg sweeps across that left. 3 more. So we open it up and we sweep it around. Last 2, we open it up, left pelvis stays anchored, circle it around. 1 more time, open and circle. Take that right leg to the ground, left leg lifts. One of my favorite mat exercises. Left leg across the right, left hip lifts, and then you circle it down and around and up. Good. Kristen, straighten your right leg. Left leg across. There you go. Sweep it down, around and pause. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. Circle it around. Last 2. Pull that right leg across. Sweep it down and around. 1 more time. Pull it across. And let's go the other direction. Left leg out to the left. Circle it down and around. So when the left leg goes to the left, the pelvis on that right side stays anchored. We inhale to open and then circle it around. Exhale, last 2. And circle. 1 more time. And circle. And then taking the feet down to the floor. Press your feet firmly into the mat. Knees are bent. Feet hip distance and parallel. And let's come up into a back bridge here. So pressing the hips up, tucking the tailbone. We roll up, up, up. Now pause here for a moment. Tuck the sitting bones into the hamstrings. Heavy the back ribs into the mat. Push your feet into the floor to lift the hips up an inch higher. I really want you to try to get a sense of your quadriceps lengthening. So the knees are thinking of them reaching over your toes as you imagine you're pulling the hip bones up towards the shoulders. Now arms will reach back behind you. You'll pull your shoulders to your ears And then we will roll down through our spine. Try to lengthen your spine as you roll down. So creating a little bit of space between each one of your vertebrae. Take your hands by your side, widen the collarbones, hook those sitting bones into the hamstrings, peel your spine up. Imagine me pulling your knees over your toes as you lift. Reach the arms up, shoulders to ears. And as you roll down, imagine me pulling on your wrists, lengthening your spine. 3 more times, hands down. Tuck the tailbone, squeeze the bum, we curl up. Imagine knees getting pulled over toes, arms reach up, roll down. Imagine arms getting pulled by me as the spine rolls down. Last 2. We take a breath, curl up on the exhale. Inhale, reach the arms back. Exhale, roll down, creating space in your spine. 1 more time, hands by your side. Tuck the tail, curl up, reach the arms back. Ears and shoulders connect, roll down, and then take your hands, interlace them behind your head. You'll breathe in on the exhale. Let's curl that head, neck, and shoulders off of the mat. And then inhale, come down. Exhale, curl. So as we lift here, as you curl, try to imagine the crown of the head getting pulled back and then up. So you're not just pressing the ribs to your pelvis, but we're actually rolling those ribs inside us. The front of the ribs are wheeling in the front, inside the front of our body, as the back of the ribs are wheeling up the back of the body. 5 more. We go 5. Good. 4. Good, Jacqueline, tuck your chin slightly. 3. Yeah, that's perfect. Good work. Nice job, Elisa. Good work, Bob. 2 more. Great curls, everyone. 1 more time. And we're going to do a second set. Kirsten, feet a little closer together. I know that we can curl higher than this. So let's curl up again. Go to your range and hold it. So find that curl. Yes, stay here. Now, those muscles that sit in between your 2 hip bones, those lower abs, squeeze them to pick the body up an inch or 2 higher. There it is. And then come all the way down. We do that again. We curl up. So go to that range that's comfortable and then try to lift up past that. Nice, Kirsten. Good. And then down. Let's go 5 more. Exhale. So we find upper core and then we squeeze the lower core. Good. Think upper core lifts the head and then lower core is going to pick the sternum up. Good. And down. Last 3. Upper core, head, neck, and shoulders. And then that lower core squeezes and you feel that sternum pick up an inch. Last 2. Upper core, lift the head. Lower core, pick up that sternum. 1 more time. We curl up. And then come all the way down. Pull the right knee in towards your chest. Give it a pull in. And straighten the left leg long onto the mat. So Kim, wrap your hands around your right shin bone. Yes, and pull that leg in. Press your left heel into the floor. I want you to squeeze that left glute. Try to get a bit of opening into the front of your left hip. And then keep a hold of your right leg. Pull the left leg up, bring it into tabletop. Put your hands onto the left shin. Lengthen the right leg out long onto the mat. Press the heel into the floor. Squeeze the glute like you're trying to pick a pencil up where your glute and hamstring meet. And just see if you can get a bit of length in the front of your hip flexor. Now, keeping your hands on that left shin bone, open the elbows up slightly and feel a broadening across your upper back. Tuck the chin, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Good. Hold that there. Feed that thigh bone deep into the hip joint and use that lower core strength to pick your right leg up off of the floor. Bring it up about 6 inches, maybe 12. Can you deepen that scoop of the upper body? Take a breath in without dropping the upper body. Switch your legs. Let's switch. Single leg stretch and switch. So by balance, that glass of wine that I'm going to have to drink in 3 weeks on your forehead, you better not spill it because I'll be very upset. Let's go 8 more. 8, broaden the back. Feel that upper back working here. 5, pull 4, 3, 2, double leg stretch. Both knees in, hands to outsides of your shin bones. Squeeze the shins together. Use that squeeze to make that back work more. Nose to knees. Curl into a tight little ball. Send those arms back. Send the legs long. Inhale. Circle the arms around. Pull the knees. Exhale. Inhale. Find this like pencil-like length. Exhale. Circle around. Keep that curl. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale. Circle. 2 more, lengthen and circle. 1 more time, lengthen and circle. Take your hands behind your head. Legs stay in tabletop or straighten the legs straight up towards the ceiling. Windshield wipers. Inhale, legs to the right. Exhale, legs through center. Inhale, legs to the left. Exhale through center. Now lift the head, neck, and shoulders off of the mat. Stay lifted here. This is going to really make you stay in control. Over to the left-hand side. Squeeze those legs back together 4 more times. To the right, keep that glass of wine balanced on your forehead. To the left, squeeze your quadriceps to the right. And then to the left, if your legs are straight, bend them, take it into bicycle crunches. We'll go 10 and 9. This is called crisscross in Pilates. 8, elbows are wide, broaden across your back. And 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2 more, 2, 1, and then draw both of those knees in towards your chest. Grab onto the back of your hamstrings, press your legs into your hands, roll up to a seated position, and then take yourself into mermaid legs. You'll take your left foot on the inside of the right thigh bone. Try to anchor both of your sit bones into the mat. You'll notice one hip might lift. That's okay, but really work to find a level pelvis, arms out to the side. Take your right hand to right shin bone. Inhale, open up the left ribs. And then exhale, left hand to the mat, bend your left elbow. Reach out of your right sit bone as the right bicep comes to your ear. 2 more times, sweep it up, breathe in. Exhale to the mat. 1 more time, sweep it up, breathe in. And then exhale to the mat. Good. Take your legs, bring them together. Take the left hand up, bicep to ear, right hand to right shin. I want you to reach the body up tall, pull into that right shin bone, up and over to the left-hand side. And then inhale, take that left hand behind your head, I should say right side. And then I want you to exhale, twist your body to the right, and then round the body. Maybe your elbow comes to touch your shin bone, maybe your thigh bone. And then inhale, draw that left elbow back. I'm sorry if I'm messing up my rights and lefts. I really feel like I am. And then exhale, twist to the right. Left elbow down to the shin. And then inhale, let's lift up. And good. Take your left hand to the mat. Take your legs, and I want you to take your legs and reach your legs out for me. You'll have your right foot in front of your left. Press into your left hand and press yourself up into a plank position. Your right arm will reach up and over your right ear. Press the ground away, at least so you can come onto your elbow if you need to, and pick your ribs up. Really create this rainbow shape here. And then I want you to drop your hips down. Maybe they touch, maybe they don't. And then inhale, we lift. And then exhale, we come down. Good, 3 more. I'm coming right down. Last 3. So move that spine in that lateral bend. And then exhale down. Last 2, laterally bend, opening up those ribs. And then down. 1 more time, let's reach. And then coming all the way down. Now picking yourself up onto your knees for me. I want you to take your right leg and reach the right leg out to the right and take those hands behind your head. All right, inhale to come tall. And then I want us to exhale, tip over to the left-hand side, reach the right arm to the left. And then we inhale, we lift, tip over to the right-hand side. Exhale, left arm stretches. Inhale up. Exhale, tip. Inhale up. Exhale, tip. 3 more. Inhale. Exhale. 2, inhale. Let's do that 1 more time on each side. Now take your left hand, reach it out long. Bringing that left hand to the ground, your right leg will lift up. Flex your foot, open up that left hip, squeeze your bum, press the hips forward, open your chest, And then pull your right leg as far forward as you can. Don't let it drop. Pulse it 2 times. 1, 2. Squeeze your bum, pull it back. Lengthen the hip. Flex the foot, pull it forward. 1, 2, and back. 3 more. 1, 2, and back. Last 2. 1, 2. Pull it back. 1 more time. 1, 2, and back. Bringing your knees back together, arms out in front of you. Tucking that tailbone, lifting the chest. Let's lean back for a thigh stretch. Inhale. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, lift. Inhale back. So we're not coming into a back bend here. We want to open up the front of the pelvis. Squeeze the glutes. Exhale, we lift up. 3 more times. Inhale. Leaning back. Opening up those hips. Exhale. Power from the glutes to lift forward. Last 2. Strong abdominals here to protect the spine. Exhale up. 1 more time, leaning back. And exhale, lift. Have a seat, mermaid legs. Take the right foot into the inside of the left thigh bone. Arms reach out to the side. Left hand beside left shin. Right arm reaches up. Breathe in. Good. Take that right hand to the mat. Reach out of the left sit bone and stretch. And then we lift. And then we stretch. 1 more time, we lift. And then taking the right hand down and we stretch up and over. And then bringing those legs together. Take the left hand to left shin bone. Reach your right arm up, ear to bicep. Sit up as tall as you can. Pull into that left arm, dive up and over to the right. Squeeze your legs together. And then sitting tall, hand behind your head. Take a breath in, exhale, turn to the left. And then round your body. Maybe your right elbow comes down to your thigh, your shin. Inhale, lift up, pull that right elbow back, look to the right. And then exhale, round. 1 more time, lift the elbow, look to the right. And then take your right hand to the mat, straighten your legs. Find that side plank on that right side, lifting yourself up. Squeeze your legs together. Find your midline here. Press into your feet. Top arm lifts up. You inhale. You lift the ribs. You find more lateral bend. And then exhale. Lower those hips down. And then inhale. We lift. And then exhale down. Good. 3 more times. Lift on the breath in. Exhale down. Good. And 2. Lift on that breath in. Open up the ribs. Laterally bend, squeeze those legs together. 1 more time, use the power of your legs here, lift up. And then coming all the way down, come up onto your knees. Take the left leg, reach it out long. Arms up behind you. All right, take a breath in for me. Exhale, tip to the right, left arm to left ear. Back to center on the inhale. And then exhale, we go to the left, right arm to ear and up. And then to the right, and up. And then to the left, we want to stretch, and up. And then to the right, and up. And then to the left, and up. 1 more time. Take it over to the left. And then coming up, reach the right arm out. Bring it down to the floor, left leg floats up. Squeeze your glute, press your hips forward. Pull that top leg forward. We pulse 1, 2, squeeze and pull it back. Pull forward, don't let it drop. 1, 2, squeeze and back. 3 more. 1, 2, and pull back. Last 2. 1, 2, open the hips, squeeze the glute. 1 more time. 1, 2, pulling it back, bringing the knees in. 1 more set of thigh stretch. Fold your mat if you need extra support here. Now, option in this one, as you start to lean your body back, if you want, you can take your arms and lift them up. And then exhale. So it just adds a little more load. Makes the core work a bit more, gives you a little more stretch in the quads. Inhale, arms up. And then exhale, we come down. 3 more times. Maybe the arms are just here. You want to stretch the quads, power from the glutes, lift up. Last 2. And up. 1 more time. And up. Good. Bring yourself down onto your belly. So hands to the floor and send those feet back. So you'll be lying on your stomach. And let's start with the palms. Flat on the floor, elbows are wide, forehead rests to the mat. Press the tops of your feet, not your toes, the tops of your feet down. Squeeze your quadriceps to lift your knees and root the pubic bones into the mat. Feel your abdominals pull up and away from the ground. And then think about pulling the elbows wide apart. They're not going to move, but imagine they are to broaden across your back. Find as much length as you can here. So stretch out of those toes, stretch out of the crown of your head. Squeeze your right glute, hover the right foot up off of the mat. Hold it there. Squeeze your left glute, hover the left leg up, and then both legs come down. Take your left glute, squeeze it, left hamstring, you lift, right leg comes to lift, and then both legs down. Good. One more time on each side. As you lift the legs, continue to find the low belly so that you don't lose that abdominal connection and your back is not going to come into extension. Just keep it in its neutral spine. One more time, lift the left leg, lift the right leg, and then bring it down. Now keep your palms on the ground, feet on the ground. Inhale, lift your head off of your palms, and then lift the chest up. Hold here for a moment. So we're coming into a little swan here. Yes. Imagine you could take those hands and you could slide them down to press the chest more forward and get more lift up, and then bring the head back to the palms. And then do that again. So get this energy of your hands as your head lifts, as if the hands are sliding down. And then release forehead to palms. 3 more times. Let's lift palms to the mat. Good. And down. Imagine a marble on the end of your nose and roll it away as you lift up. Or think about how a turtle would press its head out of its shell. And then down. And then one more time. Let's lift. And then bring it down. Keep your forehead to your palms. Squeeze both of your glutes, both of your hamstrings. Lift the legs. Inhale. And exhale, lower. Keep those quads active. Inhale, lift the legs. Exhale, down. Squeeze the quads. Knees are straight. 3 more times. We lift and down. I want you to feel the glutes fire, then the hamstrings. 2 and down. 1 more time. Lift and down. Tops of feet into the mat. Palms stay connected to the head. You lift the upper body up. Arms come with you. Inhale. Bring the hands with you. So keep yes. Hands with you, Bob. Hands at your forehead. Yes. And then exhale down. And then lift again. Breathe in. Find length. And down. Feel like you could drag your pelvis to the front of your mat as you lift. 3 more. Nice work. Beautiful. And down. Work that upper back strength. 2. We hold on the last one. Hold it here. Take a breath in, lifting both of your legs off of the floor, glutes and hamstrings, and then send the arms out long in front of you, thumbs to the sky. Inhale, right arm, left leg lift higher, and then left arm, right leg lift higher. And as we lift, we're going to alternate. Sorry, Jacqueline, I want you to lift like you're swimming. We're going to swim. So right arm, left leg lifts up, and then it comes down. Left arm, right leg lifts up. Good. Bob, spin the arms. The thumbs point up towards the sky. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Nice work. Now, as you lift, find length. We stretch and we stretch. Let's go 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2. Everything comes down. One more time. One more set of swimming. Let's lift up. Go long, stretch, and then opposite arm and leg. Connect. Shoulder blade to opposite glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press yourself back to that shell stretch, child's pose. And then bring yourself up into a tabletop position. And then press your feet back, or step your feet back, I should say, into a plank position. Be really strong in your fingers. And then tucking the chin, rippling the body up, finding that up stretch. Take your right leg. Lift your right leg straight up. You are going to send the body forward, shoulders over your hands. Bring the knee towards your nose. Round your upper back. Inhale, lift the hips, lift the leg. Exhale, knee to nose. Squeeze the belly. Pull that leg forward. 3 more. Lift. Exhale, round. Kim, try to find more lift of your back ribs when you come forward. Yeah, that's better. 2. Exhale, round. Try to pick up those back ribs a little higher. 1 more time, lift. and then round. Now, send that right leg back, find your up stretch, or what we call arabesque in Pilates, you notice three-legged dog, and then take your right foot down to the floor. Walk your hands back to your feet, and then roll your body up. Sweep the arms up to the sky, breathe in. Tuck the chin, exhale, roll down. Hands to the mat, walk yourself forward, find your plank position. Take a breath in, tuck the chin, ripple the spine, exhale, lift the hips. Take the left leg, lift it up. Inhale here, exhale, shift forward, round that upper back, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round that upper back, knee to nose, squeeze the core. 3 more times, lift the leg, press the hands down and forward. Exhale, pick your back ribs up, push the ground away from you. 2, exhale, push the ground away from you. 1 more time. Exhale, round, find that arabesque, 3-legged down dog. Bring your left foot down to meet your right, and then walk your feet to your hands. You're going to take a seat once you get to the front of your mat, and you'll come all the way down. Feet out in front of you, and come all the way down onto your back. Take your legs up into tabletop. Take your arms, bring them out to a T shape, or a cactus shape, I should say. Both of your legs up, and then I want you to straighten your legs for me. Now, Bob, you can keep your knees bent here. All right, squeezing the quadriceps with those arms in the cactus. Start to draw small circles with your legs together. We're going to go 5 circles, small. I have your arms in a cactus, so you have to be controlled here. 3, 2, and good. Circle them the other direction. Keep that cactus. Feel the pelvis moving and the legs moving with the pelvis. 3, and 2, and good. Keeping those legs lifted. Take your hands, grab onto the back of your right leg. Pull that right leg in towards you and curl the upper body up off of the mat. Like you could touch your shin bone to your forehead, and then lower the left leg down about 3/4 of the way. Pull that right leg in, give it a stretch, broaden your upper back. Take a breath in, switch the legs. Pull that left leg in, single straight leg stretch, and switch. Now I want to see straight legs. Activate the quad. Pull the leg in. Pull the shin bone to your forehead. Yes. Let's go 4, switch, and 3, switch, and 2, switch. 1 more time, and switch. Both legs lift up, hands behind your head. Bend your knees if you need to. Second set of circles, circling the legs. We'll go 5, small circles. 4, lower them as low as you can stay in control. 3, can you lift the upper bodies up higher? 2, good, and then go the other direction, circle the other way for 5. Keep those toes together, don't let them come apart. It's like you're holding the winning Lotto Max ticket right now in between your toes. You've got $70 million in between your toes. 1 more time. Bend your knees if you need to. Head comes down to the mat for just a rest. And then exhale, curl head, neck, and shoulders back up. Legs are straight. Bend them if you need to, though. Pardon me. If you need to bend them, bend them. And then let's inhale with pointed toes. Lower the legs as low as you can before the head drops. Flex the feet, lift the legs. Point the toes to lower. Flex the feet, lift the legs. 3 more times. Point the toes to lower. Flex the feet to lift. And 2, point to lower. Flex to lift. Lift up higher if you can. 1 more time. Point lower. And flex, lift, and then head down. Draw the knees in towards your chest. Give them a squeeze. Good. Now we're going to go into teaser here because it is my last class and it is my favorite Pilates exercise of all time. I love teaser. So let's get ready for that. Knees can be bent in teaser. Okay, this is one of our last moves for today. We're going to do a couple varieties of it. So you can have your legs in tabletop. You can grab onto the backs of your hamstrings, but let's start with those arms behind us. All right, let's make that nice snow angel. So Jacqueline, start with your legs down on the floor if you want. Yes, you can have them in tabletop if you like, but on the ground is a little bit more challenging. Sweep the arms around like you're making that snow angel. Tuck your chin. Scoop that imaginary water up. Pick your legs up from the belly and find your teaser shape. Good. Stay here. You'll keep your legs still. Upper body rolls down to the back of the rib cage. And then exhale, lift the upper body up, pull the tummy in. 2 more. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift. 1 more time. Do your best. Don't move those legs. And then everything comes down onto the mat. Arms sweep behind you. Take a breath in, circle them around, make the snow angel, scoop that water up, tuck your chin. Use the belly to pick the legs up. Stay balanced on those sit bones. Lower the legs. Pick those legs up. As the legs lower, think about the chest lifting high. 2, good. Bend your knees if you need to. 1 more time. And then everything comes down. Reach those arms back. Last one. Sweep them back. Take a breath in. Circle them around. Lift yourself up. Good. Now, staying in your teaser position, lift the arms up. Reach the arms behind you and bring them wide onto the mat behind you. Fingertips to the floor. Open the chest up. Your legs will be lifted. Mine are on the floor. And then let's go 5 clockwise circles with those legs. 5, 4. So you're circling the legs. You're lifting the chest. 2. Circle the other way. 5 and 4, 3, 2. Stay here. Can you reach your arms back? Lift them back up. Lower the legs to the mat. And then sit up tall. Reach your arms behind you. Fold over your legs. Take a little stretch. And then releasing that connection into the hands, bringing yourself up onto your knees for me. We'll take our right leg, step our right foot forward, squeeze that left glute, press the hips forward, feel the tailbone drop down, reach the left arm up towards your left ear, and then let's do a little side bend up and over to that right side. So really trying to open up the front of that left hip. And then releasing out of there, we'll switch our legs, take the right leg back, left leg forward, sweep the right arm up to your ear, lift up and over, just giving those hips a bit of a stretch here. And then releasing that, taking your hands to the mat, bringing your hands directly underneath your shoulders, tucking those toes, pressing the hips up and back, bend your knees a lot here. So have very, very bent knees. Press the hands down and forward as you pick your hips up and back. Keep those hips lifted. Drive the heels down towards the floor. And then bend the knees, lifting those sitting bones. And then straighten the legs, pressing those heels down. And then bend the knees, lift the sitting bones. 1 more time, straighten the legs. Keep them straight. Slowly walk your hands to your feet. Let your body drape over your legs. Good, so drape forward, hold that forward fold. Take your hands, grab onto your elbows, allowing those arms to be heavy. Let your body sway to the left, sway to the right, to the left, and then to the right. And then release your hands, and then let your arms start to circle like they're an egg beater, like a mixer. Let them just make these circles. This is one of my favorite sensations. I remember learning this so many years ago in teacher training. And then just stop putting the effort into the arms and let them just come to a stop all on their own. Let them dangle. And when your arms have stopped moving, breathe in between those shoulder blades and slowly lengthening the spine, rolling yourself up bone by bone. Let your arms be heavy. Let your head be the very last thing to lift. Once we are tall, open up those collarbones, turn your palms to face forward. I want you to root the toes and the outer edges of your heels into the ground. Let the collarbones rest on your first rib cage. Take a nice deep breath in, finding length from the feet all the way to the crown of your head. Exhale, gather the belly. And then one last breath in, reaching the arms up. And then exhale, hands down by your side. Guys, thank you so much. Happy Thursday. I'm so sad this is over. I'm not going to cry, I promise.